Hey y'all! Dana with Sullivan Family Homestead, and as you can see, we have new little peoples. Come here, Cheep Cheep. Come here, Cheep Cheep. So, I was on earlier and told you guys that the annual chicken meeting was today, and look. Oh, say hi, baby.
What?
And,
Where are you going?
yes, Little Creek, how's it going? We have babies. This is just 2 of the babies. I might have come home with 9. Matthew, as you can see, has a baby. And let me tell you how this went. So, the annual chicken meeting is something that our local co-op puts on, and it's actually a really cool deal. They have a fella. Bring that one over here, baby. They have a fella from the Purina company comes out, and he talks about Purina chicken feed, and laying feed, and I have babies. I have babies. Hey, Half Acre, how's it going? And so the Purina guy, he talks to us about chicken feed, chick feed, the differences, the things that they do for their research, so on and so on. And so he tells us all about feed. And then they had another fella there who was a chicken expert, and he was talking about different breeds of chickens and their different characteristics and just basic good information, especially for folks who've never had chickens before, to know how to pick the right breeds of chickens, and how to protect them, how much space they need, living arrangements, routines, and things like that. And so it's a really good time. And of course they feed you, which is always good too. So they smoke some stuff or barbecue some stuff, and the food is pretty decent. And then they also give prizes, which is super cool too. And no, Half Acre, this wasn't at Tractor Supply. Our Tractor Supply doesn't do anything like that. This is from the local co-op. So, hold on, babies. So, anyway, so the local co-op does this. And they give away prizes and stuff like that. And then they stay open for a little bit longer. He's crawling up his neck. Oh! Hey, say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Hannah. She doesn't want to show off because she doesn't like to be on the camera. But anyway, the co-op puts it on and they do a great job, and then they stay open for a while longer, and that's usually the kickoff for chick season. And I know this. And I had made a comment to Matthew earlier, to which he told me, we don't need no more stinking chickens. What a silly thing to say. Of course we need more chickens. Everybody needs more chickens. So, they had, I don't know, 7 or 8 different varieties of chickens, and I was actually looking for some more light Brahmas because I have a couple of light Brahmas that I got at last year's chicken meeting, and they had 4 at the time, but I only got 2, and I knew that I should have gotten the other 2. I knew I should have, but I didn't. And then, of course, when I went back the next day to get them, they were already gone. So I was hoping that they would have them. I was hoping they would have them this evening, but they didn't. But they're getting more in next week. So, anyway, look at these guys. Oh, they're so sweet. I just love baby chickies. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Hannah. So anyway, these are Easter eggers, and I have 9 of them. And so I'm super excited because if you don't know what Easter eggers look like, listen, you're falling, sweet thing. Come here. There you go. If you don't know what Easter eggers are, they have these big poofy cheeks. And they're so funny. And they also are the ones that lay the different colored eggs. So maybe they'll be blue, maybe they'll be green, maybe they'll be pink. Maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll have an olive egger in the bunch. Who knows? So, but the good thing about it is that they're going to be different colored eggs, so that's cool. So I'm really excited about that because, it's interesting that the fella who was talking to us about the chickens, he made the comment how, people will buy brown farm eggs and they're like, ooh, yeah, farm eggs, so they must be good, right? But then you sell them blue and green and pink eggs, and all of a sudden they'll pay you $5 and $7 a dozen because you've got rainbow eggs and they must be good. So, and I don't expect to do that. We sell our eggs for $3 a dozen, regardless of what color's in the in the carton. But I really do like the idea of the variety. And I already have my copper Morans in the backyard, and they lay the dark chocolate eggs, so that's really cool. And then of course I have all of my laying girls. They lay the light brown to medium brown eggs, so there's those. And then I have a pair of Americanas, so they lay blue eggs. And then we'll see what the Easter eggers start laying. Of course, it'll be 5-6 months or so down the road before they'll actually start laying. So anyway, this is of course plotting for next year's egg sales. So anyway, I knew that the folks that were on live with me earlier would be wondering if I managed to make it out of the chicken meeting without buying chickens, and the answer is no, I did not. But 9 is not so bad. And they're so cute. Look at this. Oh, look at you being tough. You're picking at me. Oh, and look at this one. Oh my God, they're so cute. So we didn't have, we had Pip, if you guys remember, and if you don't, if you look back in our previous videos for Charlotte's egg, or Charlotte's baby, then you'll know about Pip. But we hatched him out. Andy. Andy was with me earlier. I did in fact get chickens. Look. Oh, hey Suburban. I'm not sure why you didn't get a notification. That's weird. I ended up with 9 Easter eggers. And when this is done doing live, go back and look at the beginning of the video, because you know how Matthew was telling me you're not getting any more chickens. Well, he was in the video holding one of the babies, being all lovey-dovey with it. Yes, exactly. Suburban says chicken bait. Forget clickbait. Yes, but look at this face. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at those cheeks. Do you see already the little poofy cheeks? Oh my gosh, I love them. Here, look. Babies. Hey, Mountain Mama, how's it going? Oh, Pickers is here too. Hey, Pickers. I know, Suburban. I couldn't help it, though. I couldn't help it. Hey. Look at this. Tuffy Titmouse is picking at my fingers. Look at those cheeks. Oh my gosh. I'm dying. I love it so much. Okay, so anyway, there you go, folks. There's the answer to, can Dana make it through the annual chicken meeting without buying chickens? No. And the answer is absolutely not. So, oh, Mountain Mama has some in the incubator. That's awesome. Half Acre says next month I'll have my baby chicks. That's cool. Do you know what kind you're getting? Sister, would you take them, please? And hey, Miss Holly, how's it going? We'll see if we can get Sister to take them and put them in the... oh, hold on, baby.
Got this.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to turn this around here, and I'm going to show you guys the brooder setup, too, so that y'all can see. Let me turn that around. Okay. Hey, Marina, how's it going? All right, let's see here. Sorry for the wiggling, wobbling around, guys. Oops, there we go. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marina. I'm so sorry. Miss Marina lost one of her chickens the other day. Yesterday or the day before. And it's always sad when that happens. Oh, it's good to meet you too, Mountain Mama. Holly says she's working on a wedding and groom's cake. Oh, awesome. Yes, Suburban, a stock tank in the house. Okay, so here we go, y'all. This is my brooder. What did we pay for it? I don't know. Does it say on the tag? That's the one that we have. It's 100 gallon. I want to say that we might have paid... Dear, do you remember how much we paid for this?
Either 60-something or...
60 or 80-something dollars?
It was $100.
Oh, $100. Okay, so the stock tank was $100. All right. And then the light, that was like $20. And the bulbs are $6 or something like. And then Matthew made the stand that holds the light because I am so paranoid about lights catching things on fire. And you see it's got a little stand right here that sits underneath the tank so it can't get knocked over. And the clamp is on there, and then I have a string tying it to that so it can't come undone. So I like this layout. And then inside we've got a little wooden, just a sliver of, what am I trying to say, girls and guys? That piece of wood right there. A slice of tree trunk. There we go. And then we have the little water bottle. And the water bottle, when I have new baby chicks, I always go buy the electrolytes too. They come in little packets. And one packet does a gallon of water. And I do that. Oh, yes, thank you. It's this right here. Let me get some light going here. There you go. Okay, so this comes on a 3-pack. And I use this until it's gone. So when I get chicks, I always pick up a 3-pack of electrolytes. And I start the first bottle with their first bottle of water. And then I will only use the electrolyte water through that first gallon, through the second gallon, and then I start phasing it out through the third gallon. So when I make the third gallon, I divide it up in half. Half a gallon into one jug and half a gallon into another, and top them off with water. And so basically it phases out the electrolytes over 2 gallons. And then after that, they've got all of their feathers and they're drinking water, just plain water, and it's fine. So the electrolytes are just to help them get the boost from coming from the hatchery to the co-op to the house. And I have found that I have almost zero, and I say almost zero because I'll always leave room for that one. but I have almost 0 babies with pasty butt. So there's that. And then the feed, I use the Purina medicated chick starter crumble because most of the birds that I get are from the co-op and they are not vaccinated for coccidiosis. And so I get them the medicated crumble so that we get them those vaccinations right off the bat when they're young. And then we will use this crumble until they are feathered out and getting ready to go outside. When they feather out and go outside, I phase them through from the medicated crumble to the regular crumble that I feed my laying hens and everybody else, so that they are completely out of their system of the medication, and they're phased out into the laying crumble so that the protein change and stuff doesn't affect their bellies or anything. So that's what we do. And I have never, and I'm going to knock on wood, but I have never once had any problem with any of my babies when I've done that. In all of the babies that we have had, I have lost 1. And it needs to be noted that I lost her when she was only here for a day. So it wasn't like, I had had her for weeks and then something had happened to her and she died. I literally had had her for 1 day, so she was probably going to die anyway. That's it, folks. This is all I do. There's nothing fancy schmancy about it. As you can see, stock tank in the living room. So, Andy says, I've got one like that as a raised bed with some parsley growing in it, and it does work really good. Yes, they absolutely do make instant raised beds. They're awesome. So, I actually really like the galvanized tanks for a lot of things. So, but anyway, that's it. That's all we do. And then, of course, as they get a little bit older, we'll start taking them outside a little bit at a time so that way they can get used to the temperature and stuff, get used to the outside air because obviously it's different than inside. And trying to think if there's anything else that we do. That's pretty much it. All right. So, yes, Mountain Mama, they can die from shock from transport. And that's where the electrolytes help come in a little bit too. I just find that it helps them get settled in. It kind of helps them, helps their tummies stay settled. It helps just everything stay cool and collected, so to speak. So, anyway, let's see. Oh, the tanks? Yeah. We got our tank from Tractor Supply also, I'm pretty sure. So, generally, that's where we will get stuff. We get our horse feed and our dog feed from Tractor Supply. We recently switched to Co-op's goat feed because all of the stuff in it was pretty much the same. I mean, all of the percentages of everything was pretty much the same. But we were having to get our black sunflower seeds from the Co-op anyway. And so, and the goat feed there was like $1 a bag cheaper, which doesn't seem like much until you're buying so many bags in a week or a month, and then it adds up. So, and we switch them over. Whenever you're switching feeds, you always want to transition loosely from one to the other, so you want to mix certain percentages every day, mixing more and more of the new stuff and less of the old stuff, so that way you don't have very many tummy issues. But so we get our goat feed from the Co-op, and we get either, depending on who has the sale as to whether we get the chicken feed from the Co-op or Tractor Supply, because they carry the same brand, so we don't ever switch brands. It's always the same. We got our stock tank from Tractor Supply, and it was a 100-gallon stock tank for $100. I thought I saw something else there. Oh, am I going to the Deep South meetup? Mountain Mama, I really want to, but I don't think it's going to happen. Miss Sherry's been asking me about it too. I really want to go, but it's just not going to happen. I don't have the money to go. So if we go, then, I'm forfeiting something else, and, I really don't need to. So I'm going to just live vicariously through you guys, and I'm going to watch for the live streams. And I know Daryl and Sherry are going to be doing theirs, so, yeah. So anyway, that was it. I just wanted to let you guys know, especially those that were on with me earlier today. We were talking about whether I would get in and out of a chicken meeting without getting babies. So I had to come on and let you guys know that I did not manage. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for the night. Actually, I'm going to go and maybe just relax for a minute and go take a shower and go to bed. I've got to work again tomorrow, so I picked up another day at work because the other gal that works with us, she needed the day to go learn how to work a fiber mill. So anyway, I picked up a day for her, and it's kind of thrown things off schedule a little bit. So I've got to get some stuff done, but I'm too tired tonight. So anyway, yes, absolutely, Chicken Matthew. That's right. He's so funny, Suburban. He really is, because he was all like, no, you're not going to get any more chickens. And then as soon as I got him, he leans into the tank and he's like, oh, the babies. I knew he would. All right, guys. Y'all have a nice night. Thank you so much for stopping by and sitting with me and checking out the new babies. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.